Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well. Okay, students, can you read what message is written over there? It is a mirror image of the words. If you will see this image of mirror image of the words, in the mirror you are able to read. It is a very important message for us. Yes, it is a message that water is important. So today's chapter is about the water, chapter number 12, water, nature's gift. So today I shall teach you the chapter number 12, water, nature's gift. Targeted learning outcomes from the chapter means you will learn all these things in this chapter. Number 1, know the importance of water, sources of water, uses of water, different forms of water and water cycle. Now, can you tell me why is water unique? Yes, water is unique as it has no taste, no color, no shape and no smell. That's why water is a unique thing, because it has no taste, no shape, no color, no smell. But it takes the taste, color and smell of the things it is mixed with. If you stir into water a few drops of pink strawberry essence, the water will turn pink and smell of strawberry. Same as if you will mix roux afza or sugar into this water, it will taste sweet, or the color of roux afza, that is red color, and the taste of roux afza, because it has no taste, no color, no shape and no smell. That's why it is known as unique. Water is unique. Now, importance of water. We all know how much water is important, not only for us but all living things. All living things like human beings, plants and animals need water to survive. You know, see the picture of human body. See the picture of human body. About 70% of the human body is made up of water. Same, just like our human body, our earth is about, you can see, about 71% of earth is covered with water in the form of sea, lake, oceans, ponds, etc. Now, water is necessary not only for drinking but also for our day-to-day life purposes. For many other activities we shall discuss later. Now we cannot imagine a life without water. So children, water is very precious. We can't imagine a life. So we can't imagine life without water. So do not waste water. Save every drop of water. Now, before start the other topics, I want to tell you there are 3 different forms of water. When water is frozen, it becomes ice and it is known as solid form. Solid yani ठोस. You can make ice cubes in the refrigerator. Now rainwater freezes to form hail or snow. When water is heated, it becomes hot. We can heat water in a kettle to make tea or in a geyser to have a hot bath. When water is boiled for long, it turns into steam. So that steam, it is in the form of gas form. And when the ice melt, it is in the form of liquid. So solid, that is ठोस, liquid, that is तरल, means जिसको हम liquid form में, तरल पदार्थ में, and third one is gas form. So there are 3 different forms of water. That is one solid form, that is ice, that is liquid form, that is water. And when water get heated, it is in turn of, means evaporation comes out, that is in the gas form. So these are the three different forms of water. Now, one question is, from where we get water? Very important question. Ki from where we get water? There are sources of water. The biggest and main natural source of water on earth is rain. Now children, do you know where do we get water? The biggest and main natural source of water on earth is rain. Other natural sources of water, pond means talab, lake, jheel, river, nadi, sea, sagar, and ocean, mahasagar. Can you see these circles? Have you noticed something? These circles are arranged in ascending orders, which you have learnt in maths. Yes, these circles are arranged in ascending order from smaller to bigger. Pond is smaller and ocean is the biggest source of water. So children, pond, then lake, then river, then sea, and the biggest source of water is ocean. Now, some man-made sources of water, as it is clear form, the handling the sources which man has made. Now you can see in this picture there are four man-made sources of water, that is well, hand pump, tube well, and tap. You have seen tap in our houses. When we need water, we turn it on, and where we have no need of water, we turn off. And this tube well is also used in the villages. It is used for irrigations. So these are man-made sources of water. Now, these are very important for us to get underground water. Now, let me explain you what is underground water. A part of the rainwater seeps into the soil and collects under the ground. This is called underground water. इसको अंडरग्राउंड वाटर कौन सा होता है? जो बारिश के कारण ग्राउंड के नीचे चला जाता है, सॉइल ऑब्जर्व कर लेती है, एंड आफ्टर दैट this underground water, we get this water by digging wells, hand pumps, and tube wells. You can see in this picture well, hand pump, and tube well. Digging all these, we are getting this underground water to use for many purposes. A part of the rainwater collects on the surface of the earth in rivers, streams, lakes, and ponds. We can use the water in rivers, streams, lakes, and ponds. Another source of fresh water is the snow that melts on the mountains. Now we get all the clean water. Now, can you tell me what is potable water? Water used for drinking is also called potable water. Means वो पानी जिसको हम अपने यूज के लिए अपने लिए यूज कर सकते हैं, like drinking, cooking, that water is known as potable water. Now water is required for all our daily needs, from drinking to bathing, washing, and cleaning. Water used for drinking must be very clean. So water from rivers, lakes, and ponds cannot be used directly for drinking or other purposes, as it may carry harmful germs. It need to be purified before using. So water used for drinking is also called potable water. This water can be purified using different methods like boiling and filtering. Boiling kills the germs present in water. So we have different techniques to purify the water. You will learn in the next chapters. So what is potable water? Water used for drinking is also called potable water. Now, importance and uses of water. Now, water is very important for our survival. We use water for cooking, bathing, drinking, washing clothes, even washing vehicles also, and water is also used for putting out a fire. कहीं आग लग जाती है तो उसमें भी पानी का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है आग को बुझाने के लिए. Water is also used for watering plants. Water is also used for to irrigate the crops. फसलों को उगाने के लिए, उनको इरिगेट मीन्स उनको पानी देने के लिए भी वाटर, इरिगेट करने के लिए भी वाटर को यूज किया जाता है. इवन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज ऑल्सो प्रोड्यूस फ्रॉम वाटर, मीन्स with the help of water electricity also can be produced. Now water is used by wild animals for drinking and bathing. It is also used by aquatic animals that live in these water bodies. So, water is very useful for all living organisms like plants, human beings and animals. Just as water is important for us, it is equally important for plants and animals. So, the last topic of this chapter is water cycle. For that, do you know how we get rain on the earth? So with this process you will understand how we are getting rain on the earth. Now water forms the water bodies. These are the water bodies like river, ponds, lake, oceans and sea. Then plants, then animals, and soil get heated up due to sun rays and goes up into the sky in the form of water vapors. Now water evaporates due to the sun heat and changes into water vapor. Now this water vapor, now you can see this water vapor heated by the sun, and in the form of water vapor it goes up into the sky. Now this water vapors then turns into tiny droplets of water. Lots and lots of water droplets together form clouds. Now these small tiny droplets of water and lots of water droplets together form clouds. जब ये छोटी छोटी पानी की बूंदें एक साथ मिल जाती हैं तो ये बादल का रूप दे देती हैं. When the clouds become too heavy to hold the water droplets, so they fall as rain. जब ये ड्रॉपलेट्स इतनी भारी हो जाती हैं कि क्लाउड्स इतने भारी हो जाते हैं कि उन ड्रॉपलेट्स को कंट्रोल होल्ड नहीं कर पाते हैं, एंड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रेन इट कम्स ऑन द अर्थ. Now again the cycle process continue. You can see in this picture again that rain water goes into the water bodies like oceans, like rivers, like ponds, lake, and again the process that again heated by the sun rays, then again water vapor goes into the sky, then again these tiny droplets of water lots and together form clouds, and these clouds become too heavy to hold the water droplets, and in the form of rain they fall on the earth. So this cycling process continues and will get water on the earth naturally. This circulation of water on the earth in a cyclic manner from land to sky is called the water cycle. So what is water cycle? Water cycle is the circulation of water on earth in a cyclic manner from land to sky to land again. It is known as water cycle. And because of this water cycle we get rain on the earth. So it is very important, means water is used by human beings, animals and plants for living. That's why water is very important. It is very precious for all living organisms. So we have to save water. We do not waste water. Every drop of water we have to save. We have to save every drop of water. It is very precious. I hope you all have understood this chapter. Thank you.